Over 60? These everyday habits are quietly destroying your knees and hips, and most seniors have no idea. Every step we take over 60 tells a story of how we've lived, worked, cared, and endured. But what if each step is now whispering pain, grinding, stiffness, or a dull ache deep in your knees every morning? Most seniors think it's just old age, but science shows something far more shocking. Age isn't the main cause of joint pain, it's habit. And worse, many of those habits happen every single day without you ever realizing they're paving the road to joint destruction. In today's episode, we uncover the 7 everyday joint destroyers silently speeding up cartilage damage, inflammation, and stiffness in senior knees, hips, and hands, and more importantly, how to reverse them naturally, safely, and quickly right here in Australia. Let's begin with the story of Raymond, 73, from Geelong. A retired mechanic, active granddad, and weekend fisherman. 2 years ago, he woke up one morning unable to stand without sharp pain slicing through both knees. His GP blamed arthritis. X-rays said wear and tear. But the deeper truth shocked even his specialist. Raymond's real damage didn't come from age. It came from 3 daily habits he'd practiced for decades: the way he stood, the chair he sat on, and even the shoes he wore indoors. Doctors at the University of Sydney's Musculoskeletal Research Centre have confirmed that poor movement patterns contribute up to 60% more cartilage erosion than chronological age alone. That means even at 75, your joints can biologically behave like a 50-year-old's, if you know how to protect them. So here we go. The 7 everyday joint destroyers, counted down from least obvious to most shocking, and how you can stop them before another day of stiffness sets in. Number 7. The morning rush move. Picture this. The alarm goes off, you swing your legs out of bed, stand, stretch, and instantly feel that stabbing stiffness in your knees. It fades after a few steps, right? That's because overnight, your joint fluid thickens. When you stand too quickly, you compress cartilage before that fluid relubricates. Scientists call it morning compression injury. A 2024 study from Arthritis Australia showed that seniors who spent their first 5 minutes after waking moving gently instead of walking briskly reduced morning stiffness by 48%. The fix: start every day with gentle ankle circles, knee bends, and sitting stretches before stepping fully upright. It takes 3 minutes, and like oiling an engine before it runs, this primes your cartilage. Raymond tried this one change for 14 days. It felt silly at first, he said. Now I can make it to the kitchen without limping. Number 6. The sitting trap. Most Australians over 65 spend more than 8 hours a day sitting, often in low couches or recliners that sink the hips below knee level. When you rise from that position, your knees take up to 3 times their safe load capacity. Over years, that pressure causes micro tears in both cartilage and ligaments. Dr. Hannah Lowe, a physiotherapy researcher from Queensland, calls it gravity arthritis. She warns, "We've created a perfect storm of weakness and compression by sitting in furniture not designed for older spines or knees." The fix: sit on firm chairs with hip height equal or slightly above your knees. Every 30 minutes, stand and march on the spot for 30 seconds to reset joint lubrication. Patricia, 69, swapped her plush recliner for a firm dining chair with cushions. 3 months later, her orthopaedic scans showed improved knee alignment and lower inflammation markers. Number 5. The barefoot mistake. Many Australian seniors love walking barefoot indoors. It feels natural, grounding, maybe even nostalgic. Unfortunately, our joints disagree. After 60, natural fat pads under the heels thin by 40%, leaving your knees and hips to absorb raw ground shock. Each barefoot step transfers vibration directly into cartilage cells, leading to invisible microdamage. The team at Curtin University tested seniors walking barefoot versus cushioned slippers. The results? Barefoot walkers showed 35% higher knee inflammation markers in just 6 weeks. The fix: wear supportive slippers or lightweight shoes indoors with soft midsoles and good arch support. Your feet are your shock absorbers. Give them the tools to protect your knees. Linda, a 72-year-old former nurse, once thought shoes indoors were silly. Her right knee screamed every time she stood up. After switching to cushioned footwear indoors, her pain scale dropped from 0.8 to 0.2 within 1 month. Number 4. Tai-Chi pain pill cover-up. This may be the hardest truth of all. Over-the-counter anti-inflammatories can actually worsen joint degeneration if used daily. Australian rheumatologists now agree that long-term NSAID use interferes with cartilage repair by reducing essential prostaglandins needed for regeneration. Dr. Samuel Mitchell, from the Royal Australian College of Physicians, explains, "It gives short-term comfort, long-term harm. The relief tricks seniors into overusing their joints before healing catches up." The fix: replace daily NSAIDs with targeted movement, ice therapy, and omega-3 rich foods. Natural anti-inflammatory sources like turmeric, ginger, and oily fish restore protective enzymes. Raymond's GP swapped his daily painkillers for a Mediterranean-style diet plan. Within 6 weeks, not only did he walk easier, he lost 6 kilograms, unloading pressure equivalent to hundreds of kilos off his joints weekly. Number 3. The silent sugar saboteur. Every spoonful of added sugar you eat inflames your joints. It's not just about diabetes. Studies show glucose spikes trigger glycation, a chemical reaction that stiffens collagen in cartilage, making it brittle and prone to tearing. The Baker Heart and Diabetes Institute in Melbourne found that seniors consuming high-sugar cereals had 42% higher rates of knee osteoarthritis progression. Yet even healthy-sounding yogurts and breakfast bars can hide 20 to 30 grams of sugar. The fix: stay under 25 grams of added sugar per day. Replace dessert with cinnamon-sweetened fruit or Greek yogurt. Drink water or green tea instead of juice. Margaret, 68, cut her sugar intake in half. Her knee swelling dropped noticeably. Her dog walks doubled in distance. "It felt like I oiled my hinges," she laughed. Number TWO. The silent posture killer. Your posture determines how weight spreads through your joints. Lean even 5 degrees forward and your knees take double the load. Hunch your shoulders while walking. You shift shock to hips and ankles instead of distributing it evenly. Professor Amara Chen, biomechanics expert at the University of Adelaide, scanned seniors walking with poor versus corrected posture. The difference? Proper alignment reduced cartilage compression by 38%, equal to 10 years of biological rejuvenation. The fix: imagine a string lifting you from the top of your head while walking. Pull shoulders slightly back, tighten your lower belly gently. Every hour, stand tall for 10 seconds. Posture resets joint balance instantly. John, retired firefighter, struggled to walk 500 meters without pain. After practicing string posture for 3 months, he hiked Cradle Mountain with 0 assistive aids. Number 1. The loneliness factor. This might surprise you. Loneliness physically damages your joints. Emotional stress releases cortisol, which both suppresses repair and encourages joint inflammation. Seniors with chronic loneliness show elevated C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker directly tied to arthritis progression. An emotional pain becomes physical. Yet connection heals. Researchers at Flinders University discovered that seniors engaged in weekly social activities reported 30% lower joint pain perception levels, even with the same radiological damage. The fix: connection counts as medicine. Join a seniors walking club, gardening group, or volunteer program. Physical activity plus social bonding triggers endorphins and oxytocin, hormones that lower inflammation. Take Raymond. Lonely for years after his wife's passing, he finally joined a communal gardening initiative. Within 6 months, his joint flexibility improved, and pain scores halved, not from drugs, but from laughter and sunlight. "Turns out," he says, "friendship was my best anti-inflammatory yet." The reversal protocol. The Joint Renewal Roadmap. Here's the exact 3-step morning plan orthopaedic therapists now prescribe for Australian seniors. Gentle joint lubrication routine, 5 minutes, slow ankle rolls, seated knee extensions, hand squeezes. Boosts synovial fluid flow, nature's joint oil. Posture reset practice, 3 minutes. Stand tall in front of a mirror. Align ears above shoulders, shoulders above hips, hips above ankles. Hold for 10 seconds. Breathe deeply. Repeat 3 times. Movement nutrition. Daily, add anti-inflammatory nutrients. Turmeric 1 gu day, omega-3, fish or flaxseed, and 1/4 teaspoon black pepper to enhance absorption. Within weeks, stiffness melts. Within 3 months, cartilage-protecting enzymes rebound. Within a year, mobility returns you to independence. If you've read or listened this far, I need you to do one thing: stand up. Yes, even now. Straighten your spine, feel your knees, take one slow step, and whisper to yourself, "They're not worn out, they're ready." Because joints listen to your actions louder than your age. Tell us below. Which of these 7 joint destroyers surprised you most? Comment your age, your biggest daily challenge, and what habit you'll change first. Your story might help another senior walk pain-free again. You are never too old to rebuild strength. You are never too stiff to start moving. Every cell in your cartilage is still listening, waiting for renewed movement, sleep, and purpose. Let's remind them tonight.